BTS isn't a political tool and can't be casually paraded around, claimed an ex-presidential secretary. In a few minutes you're going to find out why the South Korean government didn't grant BTS exemptions from the military. Suga might have a second tattoo that no one knew about. HYBE acquired a new Kpop agency, the results of the first mediation session between 50/50 and their label, and HYBE's reaction to the recent World Scout Jamboree scandal. Ex-presidential secretary Tak Hyun-min addressed the politician's suggestion regarding BTS performing at the 2023 World Scout Jamboree. On August 8th, Assemblyman Sung Il-jong of the People Power Party suggested that BTS, who were not originally slated to perform, should grace the stage at the problematic 25th World Scout Jamboree. Sung Il-jong also shared his efforts in introducing a bill that will provide amnesty for BTS members serving in the military. He expressed his wish for BTS to elevate the nation's stature at the Jamboree. Many fans and netizens accused Sung Il-jong of leveraging BTS for political gains, noting the absence of proper coordination with the artists or their representatives. Facing criticism, Sung Il-jong later explained his intention, saying his invite aimed to offer an unforgettable experience for the Jamboree attendees and strengthen their positive memories of Korea. He responded to netizens' backlash, highlighting his role in pushing for BTS's military amnesty. He recognized BTS's national value and stated his intentions were driven by their undeniable global influence. Furthermore, he alluded to BTS's frequent presence in political events during the previous administration. Tak Hyun-min was quick to counter Sung Il-jong's statement. He emphasized that BTS isn't a group to be casually paraded around. While acknowledging BTS's participation in significant events during the prior government, he clarified that these were organized after careful planning and discussions with the group and their agency. Tak Hyun-min stressed the importance of respecting artists by giving them ample preparation time. He noted that artists can't be merely handed a microphone and expect to perform. They need proper stages, rehearsals, a committed team, and more. Requesting sudden appearances without proper arrangements was termed as an act of violence by Tak. Netizens appreciated Tak Hyun-min's straightforward response, condemning politicians for seemingly undervaluing artists, suggesting that this attitude might reflect their general view of the public. The reason why BTS wasn't granted exemptions from the military. In the aftermath of the discourse surrounding BTS and their military service, discussions have emerged about the rationale behind the South Korean government's decision to not grant BTS exemptions from the military. South Korea upholds military service as a fundamental civic duty for every eligible male. Granting exemptions to high-profile figures like BTS could be seen as going against the principle of equal treatment and fairness. There's a concern about public perception as well. Special treatment towards celebrities could stir public discontent, given the prevailing belief that irrespective of one's fame, everyone should serve their mandatory term. Military service in South Korea is not just a matter of policy. Its roots run deep, stemming from the nation's turbulent history with North Korea. For many, this service is often viewed as a rite of passage, marking a transition into adulthood. While there are existing precedents that grant exemptions to top-tier athletes and classical musicians who elevate South Korea's global reputation, the realm of pop music hasn't traditionally been bestowed with such privileges. Yet, with the meteoric rise of pop artists like BTS on the global stage, discussions about rethinking this stance has gained momentum. Additionally, it's important to note the position of BTS members themselves. They have expressed a commitment to fulfill their military obligations, which may influence the official stance on the matter. From an economic perspective, there's no denying the unparalleled contribution BTS has made to the South Korean economy. However, basing exemptions solely on economic contributions could lead to challenging precedents in the future. Granting exemptions to a group like BTS might also evoke feelings of resentment among those who've put their careers on hold to serve. This potential disparity adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate issue. As the debate continues, many are advocating for a re-evaluation of the traditional military service structure. Nonetheless, for the time being, military service remains an integral part of South Korean identity. Suga might have a second tattoo that no one knew about. On August 6th, BTS and Suga concluded his solo tour with an encore concert in Seoul. Noteworthy highlights of the event included the presence of BTS members Jin and J-Hope in the audience, a special segment with RM, and the unveiling of Suga's 7th tattoo. Previously, the BTS group had collectively decided to get a 7th tattoo as a testament to their bond. While most members had showcased theirs, Suga kept his a secret, leading fans on a playful hunt to spot it. The reveal was deeply touching for the fans, as Suga's tattoo was prominently displayed above what seems to be a surgical scar from his 2020 shoulder surgery. This injury had its origins in a 2012 car accident while he was working a delivery job. For fans, the placement of the tattoo on a site of past pain held significant meaning. Post his grand reveal, there's a buzz among ARMYs suggesting that Suga might have another tattoo, presumably a tiny black dot on his index finger. Evidence of this was spotted in pictures shared on BTS's official Twitter from the concluding days of the Seoul concerts, and glimpses were caught during his post-concert livestream. Yet, there's a hint of doubt about its existence. A picture featuring Jimin, a surprise performer at the concert, showed no sign of the dot on Suga's hand, leading to speculation. Some even believe it could be a mole or a temporary mark. Interestingly, in a 2016 interview with Grazia, when asked about getting a tattoo, Suga had mentioned the idea of a dot on his toe, emphasizing its discreet nature. He had also humorously added that he might feel like tattooing his entire back someday. Dot tattoos can carry a range of meanings, from representing continuity to symbolizing the end of one chapter and the commencement of another. Fans theorize that if Suga's tattoo is genuine, it might resonate with the concept of him moving past old challenges, echoing the symbolic exit from past traumas as depicted in his Amygdala music video. HYBE acquired another Kpop agency. HYBE Labels has taken complete ownership of Belift Lab, the agency behind ENHYPEN, by acquiring 100% of its shares. Belift Lab was initially established in 2018 as a collaboration between HYBE Labels and CJ ENM. At the time, Kim Tae-ho, then the COO of HYBE, was named as the CEO of Belift Lab. On August 10th, it was announced by HYBE Labels that they have entered an agreement with CJ ENM to buy their 51.5% stake in Belift Lab for approximately $114 million. This purchase will result in HYBE Labels holding the entirety of Belift Lab's shares, thereby integrating the agency into HYBE's growing roster of labels. Despite this acquisition, HYBE Labels and CJ ENM plan to continue their collaboration to globally promote Korean culture. In related news, the HYBE Labels and Belift Lab co-produced show Are You Next is currently being broadcast every Friday on JTBC. The results of the first mediation session between 50/50 and their label. On August 9th, the girl group 50/50 and their agency Attract attended a mediating session at the Civil Division of the Seoul Central District Court. The mothers of 50/50 members Sena and Aran were present with their lawyers, as were representatives of Attract with their legal counsel. The mediation lasted about 2 hours, but no agreement was reached. The court suggested that further discussions continue until August 16th. Attract believes that once the group members return, outstanding payments issues can be addressed, expressing a commitment to restoring 50/50's reputation with comprehensive support. Conversely, 50/50 accuses Attract of not upholding its contract, alleging unclear financial accountabilities, lack of support for the group's activities, and neglecting the well-being of the artists. HYBE's reaction to the recent World Scout Jamboree scandal. Although BTS could not perform at the 2023 World Scout Jamboree Kpop concert, their agency HYBE has decided to send BTS photo cards for distribution to the attendees. This move has caused tension among other Kpop agencies, as reported by Dispatch. While no BTS members were available for the event, HYBE ensured the group's presence by sending approximately 45,000 photo cards to the concert organizers. The goal of the organizers was to turn the challenges faced during the Jamboree into a positive Kpop memory for attendees. Other entertainment agencies have expressed concern about the event. One agency mentioned that it couldn't decline government-initiated events. The hectic schedule of idols, filled with fan signings, performances, interviews, and other engagements, make it hard to adjust plans at short notice. The World Scout Jamboree committee, however, seemed more focused on their own objectives, even changing the concert venue multiple times and putting performers on emergency standby. An official from one agency shared their frustration about the rescheduling of the concert, emphasizing the lack of understanding about idol schedules. Another highlighted the effort and passion artists put into their albums and the disruption caused by sudden changes in event plans. One agency emphasized the financial implications of cancellations, pointing out the costs incurred for renting venues and addressing complaints. Another raised concerns about costs associated with hair and makeup for idols. While the Jamboree concert organizers attributed the casting decisions to the music band production team, an agency official argued that the event's nature, being for the country, means everyone should take responsibility. The artist schedule for the Jamboree will begin rehearsals on the morning of August 11th to prepare for their performances.